Hello everybody and welcome back to Sandy Bay. So a bit of time has progressed since the previous episode. The reason for this is because otherwise we would be sat around twiddling our thumbs waiting for things to grow. So yeah, things have changed. Everything's good here though. The sheep have all the water and feed they require. This field, the rye field, is coming on very nicely. It does need to be sprayed, I think, for the final time. I'm not too sure if it does need a final application. I'm pretty sure it does. Oh, it doesn't. That's good, because I have done quite a bit of spraying. In fact, yeah, everything is sorted. So no more spraying until we get the next crop in, which will be in a few episodes' time. When I say a few episodes, I mean about 8 probably. But anyway, in the previous episode, I did ask people to post, you know, a decent comment, something which could be worthy of a shout out. So in every Sandy Bay video, I'm going to be doing a shout out from one of the 2 videos in the previous week. So my first shout out goes to Jay. Now Jay says, I don't know what the outcome is on shout outs, but please could we all recognise the 99-year-old captain, Captain Tom, who has raised over £5 million for the NHS by walking lengths of his garden, a genuine World War II veteran. This man needs to be honoured. Yes, I think it might have gone up quite a bit since then. He has obviously done incredibly well. So yeah, if you don't know who this is, please do just type in Captain Tom on Google. That way you can find out way more stuff about it and his current achievements with raising money for the NHS. So there we go, Jay. You were the chosen comment for the shout out, and I'm going to be doing another shout out tomorrow from, again, one of last week's videos. If you post your comment on this video or tomorrow's video, then I would choose one from both of the 2 videos next week. Okay, so on to the farming, the virtual farming. What we have here is a shed with 2 mowers in. Now I need to cut the alfalfa. I think it's either very close to being ready to cut, or it is ready to cut. I will just go over there and see if it will work. And if it doesn't work, I would just rest for a bit, and then we'll do the cutting the moment that it's ready. But it has been a while. It's been a long time, so it must be so close to being ready, if it isn't. But with a bit of luck, it will be. And this will be the first time I've done alfalfa on Sandy Bay. I don't know if it works exactly the same way as the alfalfa multi-fruit crop. I don't know if it is the same, but I would imagine it is fairly similar. Right, I probably would have been better off putting the front mower on first, actually. It would have been a bit of a counterbalance as well. So yeah, the JCB is all set up and ready to go. Now, the requirement for the cows and the sheep is to have alfalfa hay windrow. So we're going to have to dry this. And I did actually put it to a time when there is going to be some drying potential, as you can see here. So we shouldn't have an issue with it just sitting there and not doing anything. We should be able to dry it. And we should be able to deal with it fairly soon. So I think we're probably... Oh, there is a bike. Ah, didn't indicate. Oh, there's a bus. Those things don't slow down. Ooh, that was close. I would have been catapulted into the sea. Yes, as I was saying, we will most likely be just picking it up rather than baling it. I still haven't got to the bottom of if it will work. If you dry the alfalfa and then bale it. I did check all the comments and I couldn't see anybody who had mentioned it, but I might have missed it. But we're certainly going to be drying it. It has to be hay. It needs to be alfalfa hay. So that is one thing which we already know, and that's going to take an episode anyway, so I will have all the comments from this video before I record the next one. So if you have created alfalfa hay and baled it and then given it to the cows or the sheep, please do let me know. We're going to swing out here. You clipped my mower. Right, yeah, it does. It sticks out a long way. You can imagine the swing on the mower when you turn. So we only have the 1 alfalfa field, but I think that is going to be plenty anyway. The other two are rye fields. If you're new to the series, or if you just want to have a memory refresh, like I need, yes, we own 41, 1, and 44. They're the three that I drilled. We do own 21 as well, but yeah, that's just a sheep pasture. So 44 is the only alfalfa field that we have. I would love to get that farm there. All we have to do to get the farm is to buy a field neighbouring it. That was my rule. So if we can afford this field at some point, then we can in fact have that farm there. All we need is £172,000. So no pressure. Yeah, we're only on 41,000. Yes, the moment you start to play more realistically is the moment you realise how important the money is and how much harder it is to get. But very soon we're going to have the rye and we're going to have some straw. We do need to keep some straw for the bedding for the cows, but yeah, we can sell the majority of it. Okay, that might be on its final growth stage. I'll just start the mower up and see. I know you can check the map. Yeah, so it's very close. Very, very close. It must be less than a day away. Okay, so just a little bit of time later, and as you can see, the field is now ready to harvest. So it looks very similar. There is, I think, a slight difference between the final growth stage and ready. It's a bit thicker, but it looks good. Definitely looks like a good crop. I have spent a bit of money on this. We have had to buy all the fertiliser, and we also did put the slurry on as well. So yeah, it certainly should be good. It's pretty much the best it can be. Right, so I wonder actually if I should use the front mower. Bit of a funny thing to say, it's just that rear one is going to have a different spread pattern. I suppose I'm going to have a windrow anyway, aren't I? We are going to have to windrow. So I might as well use both. Let's just take a look and see what it looks like. Make sure it was working. Of course, I was mowing the grass. Okay. So it basically just looks like grass when you're doing it. Looks good. Definitely makes a change from just doing the usual thing, which is to mow the grass. Having something which has the same use but is a different crop is way more interesting. Okay, let's see if we can do a double lift. There we go. Yes, if I miss anything I will go back to it later, because I always miss bits. Always. The boundary might not be quite ready. So, yep, let's continue. We'll keep mowing, and we'll just leave it to dry out. Nice and simple. Okay, all done. That was a very fast job, and we can now just leave it to dry out. I don't know how long it's going to be. I would imagine Well, it's 21 degrees and it's sunny, so it must be a day, maximum of a day. What I can't let it do is start to rot overnight. We have to make sure that it is dealt with before the time comes for it to degrade. Otherwise we're just going to waste it. So, yeah, let's go. Oh, look, they've got the same idea. They have Alfalfa. How much is their field worth? 238,000. Yes, I think, as we all know, fields in this game are worth a lot of money. 13 is Alfalfa too. So, yeah, not many. Just the 3 of them. Okay, so we'll head back to the farm. We'll go this way. It's much faster. And we will also make sure the cows have all the water and stuff they require. The problem with the cows is they currently don't have total mixed ration. For obvious reasons. We just haven't got the ingredients or the feed mixer yet. Can't afford the feed mixer. But that is going to possibly have an impact on their productivity. Their productivity actually was quite good last time I checked, so I don't think it's too bad. But they do need to have some. They definitely should have total mixed ration. Old vehicle. Yeah, so I did a live stream on here a few days ago. It is the map which the server is currently running. Now, yeah, if you want to join the server, the multiplayer server, then please do. It is on PC, PC only. Must slow down. That was close. Yeah, it's on continental Europe and it's called Official Daggerwin Game Server. The password is all lowercase, Tractor. The password is Tractor, spelt with a C, not a K. So, yeah, please do feel free to join. Just don't troll the server. Please do try and play realistically and put things back where you got them from. That is the most important thing. So, yeah, it's open every single day of the year, every single hour of the year, basically. It's always open. My contract for the server ends in November of this year. It was a 2-year contract, so I don't know what's going to be happening with it in November. It all comes down to what's happening with the next Farming Simulator game. We know there isn't going to be one this year, but there most likely is going to be a new Farming Simulator in 2021. And if it was, for example, at the beginning of the year, which would be a change from tradition, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't want to open another 1-year contract on the server because nobody would be in it, because everyone will be on the new game. So I don't know. I'll probably just start to pay for it monthly instead of locking in a 1 or 2 year contract. Okay, so we probably should have some other fields to cut as well very soon. I'll keep this tractor kitted up with the mowers. We'll store it in here. Since this is actually the bale sell point, it's not really going to be used for anything else. So, oh yeah, that only unfolds, you can't lower it. Yes, is it possible to get down here? Only if I want certain death, which I don't, that would be so tragic. Right, so we have some manure just there, it's going to be moved very soon, and the water trough is empty. How is it empty? I've only just filled that up. They're very thirsty cows. So how are they doing for feed? They do have the grass or alfalfa, but they don't have silage. Now we actually do have silage bales, so I can give them some silage bales. I don't know if they're going to take just a bale as it is, or if it has to go into a mixer. Now the machine that we have as a bale shredder does work. That would work if you can't give them a whole bale. So we can use that if all else fails. I probably should give them some straw as well, but I don't really want to spend more money. We'll have to wait for the rye to be ready. So, yes, into the New Holland T6. I never did park the trailer again. I'll have to keep it out here. Well, it's parked. Not great, not terrible. We'll head down here and we'll stab a bale. Now we can stab them because we're not actually going to be storing it. If we're picking it up with this, it's going to be consumed straight away, so we don't need to worry about it getting air into it or something. Here we go, we'll take 2. They'll probably take more than 2. And I don't actually know where the place is for this, but I'm sure it will become very clear. I have never given them feed before. It must be, well, their feed trough is here, so I suppose we could either drive down the other side or maybe go here. Let's just see what it does. There might also be a trough around the back. Right. So it has taken 1, and that has fulfilled the requirement. That's very good. So that means that our bales are going to be there for a while. We don't need to worry about the supply running out. Happy cows. Very, very happy cows. Okay, so that is all sorted. There's nothing else I can do there. Like I said, I need to give them straw, but I just don't have a straw bale. I would have to buy it, and it's so expensive. They're £650 each, which even I'm not crazy enough to buy that. Well, I did buy one, actually, but yes, I wouldn't buy another. That is just way too steep. It's a very expensive price. So how does the farm stand currently? It all seems to be quite good. The rye fields, they are so close to being ready. We're just going to have to wait. So we are kind of back to the waiting game. Despite it being about four in-game days between the previous episode and this one here. That is the only disadvantage with seasons if you're doing a Let's Play. You do have to skip days. Well, I guess what we could do is drop that off because this tractor isn't going to be spraying again for a while. We're going to be spreading manure and slurry before we do spraying. And I will get the wheels changed over. Okay, what I need to do is just take that small amount of manure out of the shed, and that will probably fill the trailer, and that trailer needs to go over to the other rye field because that's where we're going to be spreading it. So I think probably 2 loads is going to be enough. We've already tipped 1 full load. The trailer should be down here, and it might be half full. Yes, 55%. So yeah, we'll get it filled up. And I did have the issue with the cows before. I might even be able to bypass that issue by not even putting the tractor in their enclosure. If I just put the trailer there, and then we jump into the T6 and put the muck grab on. So I'll leave that there. The muck grab is actually near the bale sale point, and it is a good grab. This is the Fliegl. It's not part of the base game, it is a mod on ModHub, but it just looks good. It's a very nice looking grab. Shame it's going to spend its life covered in manure, but I think it is galvanised, it does seem to be, so that's going to prevent any rust from sitting in the corrosive dung. And yeah, this tractor needs a wash. We could do that. Solid today. Yep. Finding it hard to get it onto the grab. Okay. Guess I could even do it in the yard. Don't even have to tip it over. And yeah, I'm doing this every now and then, in pretty much every episode, taking a bit more manure out. Because if I leave it to build up, it's going to make it very tricky to move it all. There will be just so much. And that wasn't supposed to happen. Right, is there enough for a final load? I think there is just about enough. Right, yeah. Half a grab load. Oh no, it's a cow. Excuse me. And that should all fit into the trailer with a bit of luck. So despite me saying I think that's everything for the cows today, it wasn't, but it is now. So nothing more until probably the next episode. The one thing I really want to do is give them straw. The next episode we will be harvesting rye, so that is when we'll have the straw. And I think we should probably just give this tractor a quick rinse. Let's just see how we close the window. There we go. Okay. Good. Right, so that's looking much better. Nice clean tractor. Obviously when we've sold the rye from the harvest, we'll have to buy a muck spreader. I'm still looking to get the 1x4D modding. I think that'll be a really good one to get. It's a side discharge, and it's just going to really fit in well. It's going to suit the map down to the ground. Let's find the pile. Yeah, it looks good too. We do have two very good crops. Now, yeah, these fields aren't very big, this one in particular, but our combine isn't very big either, so it is going to be just right. Naturally, field number 1 might come across as too big for the combine. No. Let's get some weight out of there. So much for keeping it neat. Ah well. So, I think that'll be enough for this field. It isn't very big, but if we need more, we can just bring it across. Right, so I'm going to leave this here. We might have to drop the trailer off the tractor at some point if we do need the tractor for something. But, yeah, that can stay there for now. And I think really because I'm just waiting for the harvest, I'm going to have to get things set up. So if we just get the trailer taken over there, then yeah, in the next episode all we have to do is jump into the combine harvester, which is still in the shed, head over to the field. We'll probably do the big field first for number 1, and then the trailer will be there waiting for us, so that'd be good. And of course for the trailer we're going to use the JCB because it's just a fantastic tractor for the road work, although it is very good at field work as well, and yard work. So it's a very good all-round tractor. Now this is the first time I've actually got the trailer out of the shed on this series. We've got the very nice Bailey trailer, which is very appropriate for the UK. The capacity of it's pretty good too, and I'm fairly sure that the combine's auger is going to reach over the top of it. I certainly hope it does. Yeah, should be no issues. So we'll head to field number 1 and wait for the crop to grow. I wish this episode could be longer, but there really is nothing else for me to do until the crop is ready, and realistically it's going to be tomorrow, the next in-game day, when the rye is ready to harvest. But look at that, such a good looking setup, such a good looking trailer. There's only one configuration which would be nice on the trailer, and that is to choose between the strobe light and the beacon, because I know that in real life some of the Bailey trailers do have a strobe, a flashing strobe, where the beacon is. But yes, it's not really a complaint. I can't find a complaint, it's too good. But we have the beacon at least. And LED lights. So, yeah, we'll just park it over here. We'll make sure we leave space for the combine to get through. And, yep, that's going to be it for today. So, my apologies for the video length. I honestly can't find another job to do. But it's all going to be very chaotic starting tomorrow, because we're going to have the harvest, then we're going to have the baling. We're going to have to give the cows some bales as well. Then the loading up of the bales and selling them. The cultivation, the drilling, it's all going to become very, very busy. We're sort of at that stage now where we're just before the chaos begins. It's Chaos Eve. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you again very soon, and bye for now.